So the two New York senators, Schumer and Gillibrand, have to go. I'll take AOC and find someone else. We'll bring them out of the Congress and we'll stick them right there into the Senate. And they'll be there for 6 years. We need them in the Senate. We'll find other Congress people in their very blue districts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who else can we get? Who else? Who in New York?
There's plenty of people in New York, but I think,
Fine.
I mean,
Get
I don't
rid
know.
of these people.
I mean,
The
just
leadership,
to push back
something's
a little bit here.
rotten in our leadership. Something's rotten. It's rotten. When they didn't all get around, I want to hear you. When they didn't all get around Al Green, I said to you, something's wrong here. I want to get to that in a second. Okay, so you want to push back a little bit.
I
What do you
want to
push
push back a little bit. I mean, maybe you haven't considered
Oh,
that now that Schumer allowed this vote to happen, Trump will just stop destroying everything. I mean, huh? Have you ever thought about that?
no.
Yeah, I think we're safe now. Pretty sure
Well,
we're
this
safe.
is 60 chess because it was
Yeah.
40 chess, but then Schumer is gonna add 2 more dimensions, so it's 60 chess
Mhm.
between those 2 fuckers.
It's not, it's I think the problem is with the politicians right now is that there's a lot of politicians who are doing a very good job, living up to the moment and meeting the moment. AOC certainly, uh, Max Frost and Jasmine and, some of the senators too. Uh, Not ours, unfortunately, but the top Democratic leadership is so entrenched and so ossified and so, like they say in war, fighting the last war. They're generals fighting the last war. The time is gone, and we need to move on. And what gives me hope about it is that there are people who do seem to realize it. Fetterman was on, Blue Sky talking about why he voted the way he did. Well, we have to have the CR because, it's a terrible bill, but we have to sign it because blah, blah, blah. And AOC retweeted it and said, oh, so if they just slap on a full abortion ban, you'd vote for it? Like there's no logic. There's no
Yeah.
end. They're just going to keep coming because appeasement doesn't work. I was thinking about it and, I went back and read my book, or I didn't read the whole thing. I just kind of went through it, the Dirty Rubles book, to see what I got right and what I got wrong from that time. And it's like the thing that I got the most wrong is that I really believed that the Dems and the Republicans would not want Russia to take us over. I
Yeah.
really thought that once people realized what was happening, they would stop it and use the very considerable power that they had to stop it. And they had a lot of opportunity to do so, and none of them did. The Republicans certainly didn't. Useless,
Yeah.
complicit, awful. And
Krasnov.
now the
Yeah.
Dems, yeah, I don't know. The Dems are too. I don't know if it's too split. I don't know what the story
Well,
is.
let's talk about it for just a second. I'm not trying to weave unknowns into knowns. I just wanna say this, I guess, like, think a little deeper about it. So, there are very brilliant activists and organizers in the US. Now, there's some on the conservative side. I mean, just real quick with this. There's some on the conservative side, um, the anti-abortionists, those folks knew how to keep pushing, stick to it, and get their agenda done. Of course, I don't agree with any of it. It's awful, awful, awful. But that's probably all there is over there. All the rest of the great activists are Democrats
Yep.
or available, at least available to party leadership to help them figure out how to take actions and lead grassroots movements in such a way that we can actually throw a lot of sand in the gears, but at the very least can capture the infosphere, the media's attention around a central pressing issue that is the clock is ticking on it. And for right now, that's Medicaid.
Yeah.
They're going to get rid of it. This is what's in this thing. We have to kill this bill before it kills us. We have to.
Yeah.
And so while Trump is doing his whatever that was, I don't know, barking his garbage in front of all of them, It doesn't take a lot to figure out how to have an action in that moment to bring the entire nation's attention around a critical issue. So Al Green does it. He does it. He stands up and he says, "You do not have a mandate to get rid of Medicaid." And they remove him. Where was the next person standing up right behind him going, "You do not have a mandate"? Where was the movement? Any organizer, any activist would have been able to craft that very simple thing that would have infuriated Donald, stopped this garbage of lies and horribleness that was happening, and brought attention and focus on the issue that they're all saying we need. Bernie, God bless him, is out there holding rallies, doing it. He's doing it. Why are they by themselves?
Yeah, I mean, that's
Why are they by themselves? Something doesn't make sense. It's not hard to actually do when you have the power and the platforms and the people and the expertise to lead the whole party and help lead the nation in the direction in this critical hour that everybody agrees is critical. Everybody knows what something isn't right. Something isn't right. And then they vote to censor him,
yeah,
Al
that's
Green.
that
They
was
censored him after that. Something isn't, I'm telling you, something's wrong. And then when you said today to me earlier in our production call that Schumer and Gillibrand both got a lot of money from crypto or something, I'm sorry, bells started
Capitol
going
Hunter
off.
said
I did
that.
not know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is that? What's the crypto thing for Schumer?
I don't know. Capital Hunters had a thread about it on Blue Sky, just about just money take coming in from crypto people, like that segment. And Gillibrand had a bill with one of the Republicans, I can't remember who, just about crypto, and they were against Brown's bill to regulate it. So this is all bad. Yeah, it's all bad. What was going on is Jeffries has a book to sell. He has a book to sell. He doesn't want to ruin book sales.
Well, Hakeem Jeffries, yes, he didn't want to ruin his book sales and blah, 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 didn't help with Al Green, didn't organize anything. They did not have their act together for a scheduled thing,
No,
which is just unconscionable at this moment, right? Something's wrong there. Yet, when Nancy Pelosi, because she can go from a mile away and know where the winds are blowing, she knew that this was political suicide, what Schumer's doing. And thank God, get rid of him. Get rid of him. But, Hakeem Jeffries, Nancy Pelosi put out a statement today, and Hakeem Jeffries jumped on it. And hopefully, because they know this is not only
yeah,
wildly unpopular, it's political suicide. It is.